Have a look around this trailer. Christ, it's a real nice trailer. I see a spare idea, and I think it's sort of unique to Watkins. They have their main beam here, and they put extra strength down to axles with this piece of strip supported by this box section. Sprung drawbar as in a simple leaf spring. Built locally. I think it's at Doncaster, the factory. Yeah, just a nice handy-sized trailer. What is it, 32 foot? Somewhere in there. One day. Morning, it's the 20th of June. About 6 o'clock. We're going to move irrigator reel. It's done its finished its cycle, and we're getting it moved. But it's talking about a lot of wind, so I don't know whether I'll keep going or I'll have to stop and just run through night when wind buggers off. But yeah, 20th of June. Christ, where's this month gone? Really, another week, and there won't be a lot of it left. And Christ, it's gonna be Christmas, won't it? Weeks looks fantastic. Went to the Lincolnshire show the other day, and Christ, it looks, I don't know, a bit grim over the bridge, to be honest. They haven't had a lot of rain at all, and their maize and their wheat looks like it's really struggling. So, like, we got 50 mil of rain, which has really pepped us up, pepped ours up, and it's all that nitrogen we've put on as well. Stopping, look. All the nitrogen we've put on, it seems to have worked, because it's always a worry when you put in nitrogen on whether it evaporates. Yeah, it looks pretty good, pretty heavy as well. Yeah, like I told you the other day, there's a block of about 50 acre in there, or more. There's a 16 acre on the other side, and it just looks like there's going to be a big heap of corn. But we just don't want a lot of stormy weather from now to harvest, because, you know, we don't want it all laid flat to the ground. Right, the reel's finished. It's come up onto its cradle, so it's ready to just turn round on its pins, and then I'll drag it down 2 spray breeds. And the pump's stopped as well, because the pipe's gone flimsy. You see. Because it's not my pump, I don't know the history of this pump. Ours is blown up, and this pump is well, it's all new to me. We had a bit of a going on with it yesterday, but Matt, who owns it, he educated me, and we're all right now, I think. First job, we've just moved the reel down to sprayer breeds, and we've turned the gun round again, so it's pointing down the field. Squared it all up, because if you don't square it up, we always get cross pipes of one thing or another. And Bauer reels are very good for that. But you can occasionally, if it's pulling it in on a bit of an angle, you can cause yourself problems. So we like to get it very square. Right, I'm going to turn round in this corner. Here, and then so I can get steered in rows to pull the gun out without damaging a lot of Matt's crop. But I think what we've done actually, at first sight, they certainly look a lot healthier already. First job when reeling out, we put these anchor legs down, because when you've, especially on a real long pull, when it starts pulling the piping, you can end up with it pulling the bloody reel down the field, or cockling it up. I've come to it before, and this bloody wheel has been up here, you know, where it's starting to pull itself off balance. Put it in gear so we can pull it. We'll chain it to the axle on the tractor so we're pulling fairly straight, and away we go downfield. So we've got the gun right down there, as far as we can pull it. We maybe could have done another couple of reels, but so, and then we've simply piped from the pump a couple of alloys to some lay flat into the reel and turned the computer on. Basically the pump, there's a basket at the bottom of this rigid pipe which it sucks up. Matt's pump's a bit different to ours. Ours has got an exhaust primer on which the exhaust fumes, you slip something onto the exhaust, and the exhaust fumes pull water up to prime the pump. Well, what Matt's has got, it's got this gizmo, and we fill it as much as we can with the bucket, and we do this. Water up here now. Put that valve there. And what have we got here? We've got a series of, this is very old technology. This is back from 70s, 80s. We've got these are our Murphy shutoffs, and like that one's for oil pressure. If oil pressure goes real low, that one will switch it on. This is high and low flow on here. Them two needles, so if you get high pressure it'll kill the engine, if it gets low pressure it'll kill the engine. No flow is back to this one, so as soon as the reel has stopped, there's no flow, the water comes to a standstill. So that one, that valve there, or that sensor there tells that one, and it'll flick that one out, which will kill the engine. What else we've got? We've got various timers which I don't understand, and obviously the temperature of the engine. Say if the fan belt came off and temperature went high, it kills the motor. So yeah, it's all very prehistoric, but it just works like. But yesterday we had to have a lesson off Matt because it's totally different to our pump, and that's he wrote all the instructions for me. So I'm sort of doing him a favour, like, because it's desperate measures at the moment in this field, especially at this end. Then you go to the reel, and you put this in gear. That's for the winding in. We're doing 20 meters an hour, which probably sounds a lot to most people who know about irrigating, but we just having to give him a good drenching. And the weather's warm and all. We're pumping day and night, and the weather's warm, so it's how much is evaporating? Maybe not so much on a night, but it is through the day. Yeah, 20. And what at 20 meters? It'll be 15 hours 47 minutes to come in. So if I set my alarm 15 hours 47, that's when it's going to come in. That's what I'll do now. Set alarm for 15 hours 40 minutes. So 10:30 tonight she'll be finished, which probably suits me, because I'll come at 10:30. I ain't moving it tonight, to be fair. I don't think anyway. I might do. So yeah. So that's the irrigation process. And also in there, the water is, get this guard open. The water is shoved through a turbine. So half the water, what's coming in here from the pump, goes through there. And then it goes into this turbine, and that turbine spins slowly. And that drives this gearbox, which drives the drum. And you can set the drum to whatever speeds, fast or slow, whatever meters you want per hour of retraction. But we had to get a new computer last year, which was quite costly. But we did run it manually for a bit. It was no good. You didn't know where you were with it. And when you're charging people to do jobs, you need to know where you are. Yeah, all golden good. We'll just have a look down. So I've got a bit narrow. What we can do on this field here, we can do 3 pulls. So this is our second pull, and then there'll be a narrow pull down this side, this hedge. But I'm going to have to just narrow the gun in a bit and maybe speed it up, because we're just overlapping on to what we've done, which won't matter too much, but it will give it a good drenching. But I'll just narrow it this side a little bit. Right, we're at the business end now. And if you look, the pipe's slightly, steadily retracting, towing the gun. And on the end there, it's got like the thing what's tripping, and that's slightly angled, and the force of the water hits that black thing at the end and just keeps flicking it this way. And then when this trip gets, it's pretty hard to explain, but when this trip gets to this side, it'll trip that on a different angle. See, now it's going that way because it's touching a different angle on the plate, and it'll trip. And as soon as it gets to these fingers on this side of the gun, it will. Oh, look at the rainbow! Look at that. You see it? We all look at rainbows in a different way now, don't we? That's how the gun works. Dog's over there, look. Yeah, actually the tate is down this end. Not that bad. Quite acceptable. It got them into some moisture, but they've had nothing really since, apart from like 40 or 50 mil. But it's quite dry in the row. Right, we'll get some pressure washing done now. We've got pigs coming in on Tuesday. We've got 2 yards not washed. Phil's gone on holiday. Nick's pressure washing. We might have some hay to bale, hopefully later on. And we just want to get some on top of a few jobs. Right, that's probably it for this week. This video, just an irrigating special, we'll call it. And then I might do a hay. If we get baling hay later on, I might do a hay one, because the other day when they were flat out baling, I was at a meeting, so I couldn't do any filming for you. So yeah, I love irrigating. Got a problem with that. I'll tell you about it one day, because we've got a problem with the Environment Agency. Well, our licence lapse by 2 weeks. Took it off us just because we didn't, and you didn't get a reminder. And the last renewal was 2017. Well, how the bloody hell are you going to remember from 2017 to 2025 that you need to do a certain job? And speaking to somebody in the Environment Agency, Christ almighty, that's hard work. You know, country's in a mess, innit? Right, on that note, bye for now. Oh, and if you wondered why you're irrigating if you haven't got a licence, we're on our neighbours. We've arranged. We had other arrangements in place to pump out of this beck. So our licence at the moment, but we're on another licence at the minute. So everything's above board.